Hey Sag, what's going on with you guys? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy. I'm here to bring you your Mercury Retrograde reading. This is a reading that I wanted to do because these Mercury Retrograde reading or energy right now that's going on it's very intense. I'm feeling it, and so I thought about you guys. I'm like, oh my God, let me put something out to help people navigate these waters right now. So between now, this date, which is February, actually really from February 3rd up until like March 27th or 28th. So all of February and all of March is the retrograde energies, okay, for Mercury. Mercury's in retrograde in the 12th house, which is the house of Pisces. And then what's happening is on Wednesday the 20th, we're going into Pisces season. So these energies are going to be even more intense. Okay, so with Pisces, the 12th house, we're dealing with energies that talk about mysticism, the subconscious, the imagination, people in their head, illusions, escapism, glamorizing things, making it more than what it is. And so with Mercury in retrograde, there's energies here where people are trying to process what they've been holding on to. Okay, Mercury retrograde is a time about reflecting and relaxing. It's not a time about moving forward with plans, setting up new things. It's a time for, if you have goals and you're going to each level, Mercury retrograde is like, okay, you finished this level, so now it's time to go to the next level. Nope. During Mercury retrograde, you don't go to the next level. You stay on the level you are and you look around at what can be fixed, what you may have overlooked, what you may have missed, something that you may have started and didn't get to finish. Okay, this is what the Mercury retrograde energies are all about. The universe gives you 3 of these a year so that you're able to, as you accomplish your goals, make sure that you're not skipping or leaving anything that's going to hold you back moving forward. Because if you don't take care of it, it's just going to hold you back. Or you're going to have to stumble back a couple of steps, and pick up where you left off. And you don't want that. So this is why you want to take advantage of the Mercury retrograde energies in reference to sitting back and not moving forward with things. You don't want to plan any major trips. You don't want to sign any major contracts. You don't want to buy any large ticket items. You don't want to do any out of the, spur of the moment travel. I mean, you can do these things, but you may experience delays. You got to be careful driving, car accidents, okay? You have to be careful with your emotions and feelings right now. It's already, it can be messy with just Mercury retrograde alone. But with Mercury retrograde in Pisces, Pisces is the house of unseen, unhidden emotion, karma, okay, institutions, jails, places where people go to be secluded from the public, okay, whether it's rehab facilities for drugs and alcohol, hospitals, penitentiaries, jails, juvenile detention centers, things like that, nursing homes. And so, there's going to be a lot of thinking about people who may have passed away. Okay, but I'm going to talk to you based on what the cards bring up. So here's a card that's the overall energy here. We're going to look at this card and how it represents the energies for Mercury retrograde in reference to your love life, your professional life as far as prosperity in particular, and then how to protect yourself during these energies. Okay, so the first card, the card that we have as far as the overall energy is all about mending. Okay, this is the number 52 at the top. 5 and 2 is number 7. The number 7 major arcana is the Chariot. All right, so this is mending and being able to move forward with your head and heart in alignment. So let's take a look and see what the overall energy for this card is, and then we'll talk about it in reference to love. Okay, so 52. Where is it? Okay, so 52. So mending. So this card is all about forgiveness, about making amends and healing after arguments. So with this Mercury retrograde energy right now, because it's in the house of illusions, the house of dreams, the house of imaginations, the house of glamour, glamorizing things, putting things in a trance. If you ever watch those, I tell this story when I talk about glamorizing. People are like, well, what is glamorizing and illusions? Illusions is seeing something that's not there, believing something that's not there. You're using, it's based off of your imagination. And glamorizing is, being put in a trance, so you got to be careful. There's a lot of energy out here, and these water signs are really good at it too. You can have someone where, you could be so enthralled with them that they could put you in a trance. So you have to be really careful about your heart right now, and some people don't even know the energies that they have and that they emit. So it's you got to be very, very careful. So when it comes to mending, you guys are looking to mend. So when Mercury retrograde is around, people will have thoughts about the situations that ended in a way that, wasn't well. Okay? You may even think about people who you can't see anymore. The situation may have ended well, but they may come to mind. A lot of times I explain to people with the 12 houses, the soul is born in the first house, which is the house of Aries, and it goes through all of the 12 houses. Pisces is the last house, so that's where the soul goes to die. So you have Mercury retrograde here. So you're going to be thinking a lot about people who passed away, you know, a lot of maybe family members or friends or people, they may come to mind who passed away. You may think of them and have fond memories. Some of you may think of them and not have fond memories, but that, is something that might come to mind during this time. Unresolved conflicts with people who are no longer here. Also, what may come to mind is conflicts with people who, have family members that you may be in conflict with. You're not getting along with them. You may be in the mindset now to reach out to these people, or they may be in a mindset to reach out to you to mend the situation. This could also be in the case of intimate and love relations. You may be in the mood to mend, they may be in the mood to mend. Keep in mind with this intuitive Mercury retrograde energy, a lot of times if you're thinking about someone, they are thinking about you too, especially if you're thinking about them consistently. I'm not just saying one little thought and then, oh, I remember Miss Johnson. She was my third grade teacher. She was really cool. I like her. I wonder if she's still alive. I hope all is well with her. And then you go on about your business. I'm not talking about those types of memories. Those do happen during Mercury retrograde out of the blue, yes. But the ones I'm talking about specifically that need mending are the ones where you had a situation where you and this person ended on bad terms. They may have ghosted, or you guys fought and you haven't spoken. Could be a lot of time might elapse, maybe not. But the people who come to your mind on a regular, consistent basis, like you thought about them today. Damn, you get up tomorrow, you thought about them. The next day you had a dream about them. Like that type of thing, that's something on your conscious. That person could very well be thinking about you too, and the connection between you as well. And so at that point, someone may be, they may be compelled to reach out because they're thinking that that's a sign. I should reach out to this person. Now, it could be a bit dangerous for you to do that. Only because if this is someone that you really, look at how you broke up. If you broke up and this person was basically, not showing you any attention, you had to, not giving you attention, they're with someone else, they're not paying you any mind, then at that point you may not want to reach out to this person no matter how you feel about them. Because if they want to be with you, they're the ones who have to make the amends. All right. And 9 times out of 10, if you're thinking about them 3 or 4 days, they're thinking about you too. Do not reach out if you can. Now, you have free will. If you want to reach out, reach out. But because this energy is one of illusions, one of glamoring, illusions, imagination, this could just be all in your head, you thinking I should reach out to them. And then after these energies pass at the first week of April, this person may show themselves as who they truly are. And you might be like, damn, what was I thinking taking this person back? Now you're having a headache all over again. Could be for a family member or whomever. So don't make any decisions about it. You can think about mending, and that's good if you really want to do it and you're compelled to do it before the Mercury retrograde energies end. Go right ahead. But it would behoove you to just wait and see if this is something you really should invest in around the first or second week of March. Now, it sounds like a long time for a lot of people, but in reference to you having peace of mind, like, think about it. So in reference to love, we have the 6 of Pentacles and we have the 3 of Swords. So in the past, in reference to mending, some of you were very kind to someone. Actually, let me take that back. Some of you were dealing with someone who had more than one person. Okay? Or maybe you were the one who had more than one person. You might have been dating more than one person. All right? And now in the present time, Or moving forward, this person that you dealt with, you may be having a broken heart, or this person may be experiencing a broken heart because of this. So if you were dealing with someone who had more than one person and you're now experiencing a broken heart, this Mercury retrograde energy is for you to sit back and reflect on anyway. That's what it's for you to reflect. It's not for you to move forward with any new projects or any new loves or anything like that. It's for you to clear out the unresolved conflicts of the conscious mind, because Mercury deals with the conscious mind. So you want to get closure, basically. Some of you may not be able to reach out to a person and get closure, okay? But you have to still allow yourself closure so that you can heal and move forward. So how do you do that? So what you want to do is you have to look at the situation. That pain that comes from you looking at it, you have to look at it. If you don't look at it, you will not be able to truly understand what part you played in the situation and how moving forward you've learned lessons from it. You don't want to repeat this again, right? So for some of you, you're mending right now. You're mending your heart. It's not that you're reaching out to someone, but your heart is mending. You may have been done wrong, okay? And so you're going to feel that energy specifically really heavy during this Mercury retrograde season, especially if you got a lot of fire or water in your chart. All right. So just please be aware. So even though you may feel propelled to reach out, especially if this is a love connection, you may just want to think about things and wait until like the first or second week of April before you consider reaching out. Maybe write down how you feel during this Mercury retrograde energy and then view it like the first or second week of April. And if you still feel you want to reach out to the person, reach out. Now, if they reach out to you before this time, don't jump into anything seriously. Don't give the cookies away. Don't give the sex away yet. Try to wait until you look at things after the Mercury retrograde, like the first week of April, and then decide if you want to invest intimately in this person. If you do, then go right ahead. There's nothing wrong with going out on a date with them from time to time or talking to them on the phone. But if you feel weak around this person where you're going to give in sexually, then maybe not meet with them or meet out in public. Okay, right before you got somewhere to go so that you got to leave. You know what I mean? You don't put yourself in a compromising position. You may want to do that. But you need to mend. You need to heal your heart first before you move on with another person or with someone that just, you went through this mending with. For others of you, I have the Seven of Wands reverse and the Seven of Swords. So in the past, for some of you, as far as mending your heart, you were someone who was in competition with other people. Like if you were married to a guy and your guy was cheating on you, you were in competition with other women for your guy. And you have to understand that and process that and mend. And that hurts like a fuck. I couldn't imagine. All right. But with the Seven of Swords in this current energy, now you realize that this person was deceitful to you. They deceived you. They crushed your vows. And that shit hurts. But the thing is that this is when you're going to feel it the most. So feel that energy. Look at what you could have done differently. Yeah, this person cheated, but did you keep them around after they cheated? Did you take them back after they cheated? Did you still give to them what you've been giving them even after they cheated, as if this is an award? Like you have to look at your behavior and how you may have contributed to, especially if your person was cheating back to back to back to back, okay? For some of you, that's what I'm seeing here. You've been with this person for years and they just been shitting on you, okay? And you finally let go. Some of you finally got a divorce. Some of you finally letting go and you're mending now. So this shit is going to hurt like hell right now. And I'm sorry. But don't act on anything right now. Just know you may want to find some things to do to try to get your mind off it. Grounding stones are good. Dark colored stones to keep yourself out of your head are great. Use hematite. This is hematite. Got black tourmaline. Use some black tourmaline. Black obsidian. Use some black obsidian. Use some dark colored stones and keep them on you. That way you keep out of your head so much. But you're going to need this time to heal, okay? For others of you, we have the Emperor in reverse in the past. So someone you were dealing with who could have been very controlling, very manipulative, all right? And now moving forward, you're looking at the situation like this person may be reaching out to you and they may want to connect with you. Or maybe you were doing this to someone. You were being very manipulative, very controlling, and now you want to reach out. Your person could be mending right now. They could be healing right now. They may need some time to heal. Perhaps you give them, the time that they need, and then see if you feel as if you need to reach out. Because right now, reaching out may not be a good thing for you. So some of you, you may want to reach out. Someone may want to reach out to you. If they reach out to you, take your time with them. Don't jump right in, head over heart. Guys, don't give your stuff away right away. If this woman has been playing games with you, manipulating you, lying to you, people think, oh, well, women, you should sit on you should sit on it, don't give it up. Guys, too, men know the value of their body. Most men do anyway. And not to give it up just to any old body. So if this person is not worthy of your loving, don't give it to them. Wait until after Mercury retrograde and see how you feel about this person. And then if you want to consummate it with intimacy, then so be it. But if at that point in time you look at this, because right now this is all about glamoring. Remember, illusions, glamoring. Okay? Imagination, dreams, intuition. Like, this is all twisted right now. Okay? So you may be in your head about things. So that's why you don't want to make any moves. That's why I wanted to make this video. Now let's talk about prosperity and career. So as far as mending, we have the Knight of Swords reverse and we have the World card. So in the past, some of you with the Knight of Swords, you were not moving forward. Maybe you felt you weren't moving forward in the occupation or the industry that you were in. And maybe you weren't speaking up about it, or you were, not really speaking up. Maybe you felt that, information was being kept from you. And so as a result, moving forward, you were not able to advance to the level that you wanted to advance, or get the position that you want, or maybe travel, whatever it is that you wanted to do. So, some of you are looking at how you handle that. And in reference to mending with 52, this is all about, making amends, getting over it. Okay, letting it go. Some of you are holding grudges. Okay, so it's very important that you let that go. Whether it was something that happened in the workplace, that wasn't right. People were maybe underhanded, undermining you. All right, you do want to let that go. For some of you, you quit the job and left, so you did let it go. All right, so you may be thinking about that right now. You might still be pissed off about it. Go ahead and process that. That's normal. This is the time to do it. Okay. For others of you, have the Five of Cups here in the Star card in reverse. So in the past, with the Five of Cups, in terms of prosperity, perhaps you were overlooked, like I said, overlooked for a promotion, overlooked for a job. Okay. Maybe they chose someone else over you. And, right now you're looking at the situation like, how could these people not see that I was the one who's qualified for this position? How could they not want to sign the contract with me? And you're feeling a little bit upset about that. Some of you are really upset about this because it could have been a major deal as far as money is concerned. And it could have helped you prosperity-wise. But the universe is saying with mending, you got to forgive that and let that go. You have to let it go. And like I said, with the 12th house, the soul goes through its stages. It's born in the house of Aries and it goes through all the 12 houses. And then the 12th house is Pisces. That's where the soul itself goes to transcend to the next level, to find out what it's going to do. If it didn't do what it was supposed to do while it was here going through the 12 houses, then you're going to come back here and you're going to repeat it again till you get it right. So for some of you here, you want to look at it like, okay, this is Mercury retrograde in the 12th house. This is where, things come to die, where the spirit of something, the energy of something, it comes to transcend to something else. So a lot of you have got to let that go. You've got to transcend that energy. Let it die. Let it go. Okay? And move on. All right? For others of you, we have the Eight of Swords and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So in the past with the Eight of Swords, there was something that you weren't able to see. They could have been pulling the wool over your eyes at your job. They could have been telling you things that didn't make sense. One minute it was one way, the one minute it was the next way. The documentation, the paperwork could have changed a million times. Okay, there could have been something about a contract, that there were some things left out of the contract. Okay, now if you are about to sign a contract now, it's very important that you do not, because if you sign a contract now, I'm showing with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, if you sign before April, you will lose some money. Okay, you do not want to sign right now. There are some things that you're not able to see. You may have some questions about something. Maybe you don't have it right now. But 2 or 3 days down the line, or maybe 2 weeks down the line, during this Mercury retrograde energy, you may have a thought about this contract. You may want to amend it. You may want to change some things. Something may change in your life where you may want to change it in this contract. So it's very important for some of you that if you're going to sign any major ticket, major a high price item like a house, a car, anything where you're spending over, thousands of dollars for, you may want to just hold off on that. Think about the things you want to think about and then move forward. Okay, that's what I'm getting for some of you. Some of you may be acting to sign a contract just out of spite. You may want to get, maybe a court document in reference to getting away from your partner. Some of you just signing away because you just want to get it over with. You're in pain. Some of you may be holding it up and not signing because you're in pain. You're going to need to let that go because it's going to cost you in the end, is what I'm showing here. Either way you slice it, whether you're the person who's holding things up because the person you're with wants to be with someone else and you don't want to accept it, so you're not signing the paperwork, you're pretending you don't see things, or you're skipping over whatever, it's going to cost you in the end. If you're the person who, is being brought the contract and you don't read it thoroughly because you're just so in your emotions about things and you want to get over this, that's going to cost you as well. There's something in this document, okay, whether you're buying a house, whether you're selling a house, whether you're buying a car, selling a car, whether you're getting a divorce, signing paternity test papers, there's something in this contract or contracts coming up that you need to be aware of, else it will cost you money, Sag, okay? Be careful. Read everything thoroughly. See if you can put it off until April where these energies are cleared out, and then you can look at it again. Now, in reference to protecting yourself, okay, with mending, okay, this is all about letting go of things for you guys. Letting go so that you can heal. We have the Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So in the past with the Page of Swords, for some of you, maybe you were trying to see what your options are in general. Looking out, seeing what your options are. This is going to keep you protected so that you're not hurt in the future. Look around with the Page of Swords energy. Find out all the information you can. Do as much research as you can. Think about anything that you may, any type of stone that might be unturned that you could think of. Okay, and then in the future with the Seven of Cups energy, I'm showing you're going to do that because you're going to start looking more at the options now. Where in the past with the Page of Swords, maybe you were doing some minor investigating. But moving forward, you're going to investigate more, is what I'm showing for a lot of you. Take your time deciding on what it is that you want. And right now is not a good time to make a decision. This is Pisces energy here, Seven of Cups. And we are in Mercury retrograde in the house of Pisces. We're about to start Pisces season on the 19th. Don't make any major decisions about anything because you may be disillusioned. Okay, things might be glamorized. You might be in a trance about something. You might have a dream about something and it throw you off and you think it means something and it's just you clearing out your subconscious. All right. For others of you, we have the Death card in reverse and the Knight of Cups reverse. So with this energy here, in the past, some of you were stuck. You just could not get past, what this person did to you, whether family or a loved one. You were stuck in a situation, okay? Moving forward, you realize that for some of you in the past, you were stuck in a situation in a relationship with someone who was two-timing you, who was messing with multiple people, and you felt that you were trapped there, okay? Some of you now, you're able to move past that. You've signed some documentation, and now you're in the mending stages. So to protect yourself moving forward, some of you may just want to heal. You may not want to date right now. You really want to, you may be getting phone numbers, phone calls, people calling. You can go out on dates and things like that. I'm not saying that not to go on a date, but as far as being intimate with someone, you may want to wait. All right, men and women, you may just want to wait a little while, get to know this person. Take your time to investigate them. Find out who they are, what they're about. It takes a little while to get to know someone. It could take a month or two. Can you wait as far as intimacy is concerned? I don't see why you shouldn't be able to, so that you can protect yourself so you're not in this situation where you're mending. All right, if you can wait a couple weeks, that's going to save you a lot of heartache. What if you get intimate with this person and you find out that this person was just playing games with you in the end? Because inside they had some unresolved issues that they didn't even know about. And they were under the illusions of the Mercury retrograde, and then once it cleared, things came clear to them, and it's like, oh shit, why am I dealing with this person? And here you are sitting here like, what the hell is wrong with you? So everybody is feeling these energies. That's why it's very, don't make any sudden decisions about someone. Yeah, okay, I want to consummate our relationship by being intimate. I mean, you're free to do that, of course. But I would recommend, if your emotions are involved, that you don't do it. And if the person you're dealing with, if you know their emotions are involved, don't do that to them. Because you're just going to get that karma back. Keep in mind, we're going into the house of Pisces. Pisces is all about karma as well. So a lot of people are getting their karma right now, too. Okay? So let's get you guys some advice, and then I will let you go. Hopefully that, someone found this helpful. I really wanted to do this because I felt like these energies are really intense right now, and a lot of people are going to be going through it heavy. I know you guys, a lot of you guys just broke up. A lot of you guys just got out of a marriage. So you guys are in the mending stage. And we have the 5th chakra archangel, Gabrielle. So let's see what message we have from Gabrielle. Number 39. Okay. So, with Gabrielle here, this came out, let's see. I think he came out in reverse. He did. So, let's read the card. So it says, this card reverse often indicates significant blocks in the throat center. Something in your history may have caused you to shut down, but it's important now to break through the unhealthy pattern. Or, excuse me, or you may currently be in a situation where the free sharing of your ideas, opinions, or feelings is being thwarted. This could be in your work environment, This might be what this Knight of Swords in reverse is about in reference to career. People are not listening to you. They're not taking what you have to say seriously. In addition to the fear of self-expression, this card reverse also indicates physical throat problems, as well as the chakra card reversed may signify difficulties in that area of the body. The physical trouble may be connected to blocked energy in the chakra. So it's all more important to work on the clearing of the energy of the center involved. And you can use, what is this called? I forget what this is called, and I grabbed it because this is good for the throat. Blue stones are good for throat, for clearing the throat chakra. So you may want to look up some stones that you can use to clear your throat chakra and just carry them on you, and that'll help to clear that energy for you, okay? This card could also indicate that a communication project is coming or a time of heightened, no, hold on, I'm sorry. To clear the throat chakra, call upon Gabriel to meditate on the power of blasting through the blocks. See your throat center spinning in the beautiful blue light. See, I told you about blue. Muster up the courage to speak your truth to yourself and to those around you. It's time to let go of any old fear of confrontation and stand up for yourself. Some of you are afraid of confrontation, so you're not speaking up. You're not saying what's going on, all right? And that's why we have these 8 of Swords energy here, especially when it comes to the workplace. Some of you feel like if you speak up, you're going to lose your job. So this is troubling for you. Others of you, you're speaking up, but you're not being heard. People may be ignoring you. Or they may not like your ideas. And you may be afraid to speak up because of that. But if you work with stones, look up some blue stones, again, for the chakra of the throat chakra. And this will help you to be comfortable speaking your truth. There's a saying that says, speak your truth even if your voice shakes. Speak your truth, Sag. All right? I hope this resonated with you guys. I love you. Please let me know by clicking the like button or leaving a message. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.